everybody, and welcome to the Florist Workshop. My name is Chris Borzym. I'm the owner of Christopher Mart Fine Flowers and Gifts in Brookfield, and today we're going to be making a Christmas arrangement suitable for any place in the home. Today's guest is Patti Farlee. She is an applied arts teacher at Riverside Brookfield High School. Patti, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
This should be right up your alley with
it really
foods
is.
and everything.
Yes,
and
yes, I'm very excited.
Party planning and all that. The container we're going to be using today is this little box with tin accents. It has a little tree on it, red and green. It's more of a limey green though, but it is a very popular color this year.
Okay, I'd like to know that.
Before we make the arrangement, we're going to prep all the flowers. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to take the flowers and spray snow on them and then cover them with glitter so it has more of a wintry feel to it.
That doesn't look like a real flower to me though, Chris.
Well, you could call it a flower or you could call it ornamental kale. It actually is a vegetable, not a flower.
Gorgeous.
But in our industry, we do use them a lot because they are creative, they're different, and it's a good use of space and color too. So I'm just going to spray a little snow on it, and then if you want to shake the glitter on it,
okay.
we'll go from there.
I know for the dining room, it's always nice if you can have some food elements present in your arrangement, and I always think you do such a nice job
Thank you.
of pulling in some unusual, I think unusual elements. Now, is that enough, or what do you think?
That is perfect. That is perfect. We don't want to overdo it. We're going to be actually using two food elements today. We're going to be using the ornamental kale, and we're going to be using real artichokes.
Oh, great.
The kale is just a great use of green and white. It's great for the holidays, and these come in a lot of different colors too.
And kale is so good for you too.
Yes.
I got to put that in there. I just
like
have
most
to throw
things
that
in the
out
cabbage
there.
family.
Yes.
Okay. That is perfect. Absolutely
Great.
perfect.
Oh, good.
These are the artichokes, and this is actually the stem that they grow on too. A lot of people don't know how they grow. They grow up on tall stalks like this.
Kind of like a bush, right?
Yeah. You'll see a lot of them just, like this. Put a little snow on these too.
Same thing with the glitter?
Same thing with the glitter. I'll move the cabbage out of your way.
I just usually get glitter all over me, so.
I get glitter all over me too, and it gets stuck in the hair in my arms, but it's part of the process.
It's not the worst thing that could happen to us, right?
No, not at all, not at all.
Now, I know you're showing me how to do this, but Chris, I think your work is so amazing that I can't imagine trying to replicate what you do. So what are your hours? And can we request? Could I request this after I'm done watching this?
Oh, sure. You could request anything. You could, we can request all different kinds of foods in it. Pomegranates are fun to use. Different flowers depending on what you like. If you want more long-lasting flowers, or interesting twigs, anything out, nature. We're going to put just a little bit on the roses.
Okay,
we don't want to
same
cover
thing
the
with
red
the
too much. Sure.
Okay.
These roses, the variety is called Freedom.
Okay.
And they're actually grown in Ecuador. And then we get them via our wholesalers who get them from the growers.
Now, I'm sure getting these flowers and plants from all over helps with your cost, and then just having unusual things at different times of the year. Is that what inspires and motivates you to get them from all over?
Well, I get them from where they're growing in season.
Okay,
It is a little less expensive that way, but you get a better flower too when they're in season. Sometimes when they're out of season, they don't develop as properly as they should. We're going to spray the mums a little bit. We're going to use this lime green button mum.
It's gorgeous.
It's going to go with
the planter.
It'll be go very well with the planter, and we're going to spray this a little too.
And knowing you, these are
tone down the color.
These are the in colors for this season.
Lime green and red is pretty popular this year. Yeah. There are a lot of flowers that do come in green. These are a natural green. I don't like dyeing flowers.
Oh, good.
There's enough out there with Mother Nature making things in its natural color, not fake ones. There's even a lot of natural blue flowers too, which is really tough to get. We're not going to spray the berries or the pine.
That's beautiful.
But this is called tree fern. It comes from South America, Australia. I like this because it has its little berries on it.
Yes,
so it's sort of a little Christmassy. We're going to do the same thing with this. Spray it. and then cover it with glitter.
That's gorgeous. And where did you get this one from? I've never seen this before.
Tree fern grows in tropical regions.
Okay.
Africa, South America, equatorial areas.
Okay.
If you want to just put it back over there. This is curly willow.
I love
Branches from a
this.
curly willow tree. Again, we're going to spray it just so it looks like a tree that's
so I can
covered with snow.
recycle.
Yep.
I have a lot of this in my home from the fall, so I can recycle this.
Yep.
On
You know,
my
there's a
own?
lot of things in the yard people can use in flower arrangements.
Okay.
This yew is actually cut down from a bush in a yard.
Okay.
Not my yard,
Uh-oh.
but somebody.
If I had anything in my yard that you could use, come on over.
All righty. I'll have to go look at it.
Yeah.
And this will be the last thing we spray, very lightly, just so it looks like it's covered
You know what?
with
I've
snow.
kind of used up a lot of my
All right,
glitter, so
well, we
I'm
can do
just
that.
going to try.
Go right ahead. We'll just get glitter on the table.
You
That's
don't
all.
mind?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Because I'm a very messy, in
Well,
my kitchen, I'm a very
Glitter
messy
is a
cook.
very messy thing, so I
we
think
go.
that's enough.
Okay,
That is
great.
just enough.
Great.
We're not going to be spraying the berries because they're artificial, and the spray could make the plastic on them crack, so we don't want to do that.
Okay.
And then the last thing we'll be adding to it are these ornaments.
Beautiful.
We're going to use the white glittered ones, and we're going to use the silver ones. So in the next segment, we're going to be putting all the flowers together into the container.
And that's
and
what I
making
always
the
need help
arrangement.
with. I have a hard time with that, which is why I continue to come to you to get my arrangements.
Well, what you normally want to do is start with your larger flowers,
Okay.
work down to the smaller ones, and then to the filler ones. So
Okay.
what we'll do is we're going to put the kale in first, then we're going to be using the artichokes, then the roses, then the mums. We'll fill in the holes with the Christmas greens, and then we'll add the little accents of the branches, the tree fern, the red berries, and the silver glittered balls. What we're going to do with this one, though, is we're going to have everything segmented. All the cabbage will be in one area.
Okay.
The kale will be in one area. Kale, cabbage, the artichokes, the roses. So you see a big mass of color rather than little dots of color all over the place.
Is that the biggest mistake people make, you think, when they try to do things on their own?
No, I like doing it for this because we're using such interesting things. So
Okay.
when we come back, we're
can't
going to be
wait to
putting
see
the
it.
flower arrangement together, and we'll go from there. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Florist Workshop. In the first segment, we started prepping all the flowers that we're going to be using in our Christmas arrangement, and now we're going to be actually putting the arrangement together, Patty.
I can't wait to see this.
Alrighty, now, as you know, we have this container. This will be the front of the arrangement because it has this little tin decoration to it. So
Okay.
we're going to turn the container towards us so we can visualize it, but as we make it, we will turn it to the audience so they can
Okay.
see what we're doing. We're going to start with using the largest flowers, which is the kale. What you want to do, here's a stem for you.
Okay.
If there are any ugly wilted leaves, you just want to pull them off. Alrighty. And as you know, with the glitter, what you want to, we have it all snowy. You want to pull back the leaves a little bit just to give a little more dimension. And so
Okay.
people actually see the leaf and the flower image it projects.
Okay.
Here's a knife for you. When we put these in, we want to cut these on a sharp angle like this.
Okay.
The reason being it draws up water better.
Okay. How far down my stem?
That is perfect. That is perfect. And it also makes it more stable in there. If you
Okay.
put it in just flat,
Sure,
it comes
that
out
makes
easily.
sense.
So I think we're going to put the kale on this side. I'll put one in first, and you want to push it down as far as it'll go.
Okay.
If you want to put yours in this angle here, I'll hold this for you. Go right ahead. You're doing great.
Okay. My students compete with relish trays and garnishes, so I feel like this is going to be something
this
new.
is going to help you with that.
Sure.
And I'll put the last stem in. We have a couple wilted leaves here. As you can see now, we have a start. It looks
Sure.
like a big snowball with some green leaves on it, people. All righty. Next, we're going to be using the artichokes. These artichokes, I think I said earlier, come from California. It actually is one of the largest artichoke producing states in the country.
Okay.
Now these stems are a bit tough, so you're going to want to get a nice grip. You want about 4
Further
or 5
down.
inches down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure. Now, have you ever cooked artichokes?
Yes.
Okay, you know
I
what?
love artichokes.
I love artichokes. I eat them regularly, but don't tell anybody I've never cooked one.
Really?
I really
Do
never
you just
have.
order them out?
I do.
Oh, that's good. You can.
Or I do purchase them in the marinated, jar
Oh,
or
sure,
the can,
sure.
and I use them
That's
in
a
my
lot
salads.
easier that way. I like cooking the fresh ones, and then you know how you just
I know.
dip it in garlic
trust
butter.
me, I've enjoyed them. I just have yet to do that on my own.
And we're putting them in the opposite corner of the
Okay.
kale, so we have all the food that we're using in one line across the middle. I'll put the last one in.
Now, do you go to seminars and classes yourself, or is this all your own creativity?
It's pretty much what happens in here.
That's
I
great.
interpret it, and it comes out like this.
Okay.
I learned the industry growing up. My mom was a manager of a flower shop, and my brothers and sisters and I all worked there too. And I originally was a driver, but then the owner noticed I had some artistic talent, and he taught me the industry. So
Okay.
it was a good way to work through college too.
I can imagine.
Next, we'll be using these roses, and we're going to put them in this corner to really feature the red and make it really pop.
Sure.
The
So
vari-
how far down do
on
you want
here
me to
too,
cut?
you might see a couple
Yes. Just
bad
peel
petals
those.
that are just,
Okay.
Mother Nature sort of put a little cold on them and turned them brown.
Okay.
Same thing about 5 or 6 inches down. You want to cut them on an angle again. These roses are called Freedom,
Yeah.
and we get a lot of our roses from South America, especially Ecuador.
I missed the green. Now, do you want that to go up a little higher, or just...
That's perfect, just
Okay.
like that. Excellent, excellent.
Well, then you're really using nice fresh flowers,
Yes,
right? Because you're
yes.
going by seasons, that they're countries where they're in season.
Yeah, and it's really great with the shipping industry these days. You can get pretty much flowers from all over the world
Is that too
at the
long?
drop of a dime.
Is it a little too
little
high?
too long
Okay,
there, yeah.
okay.
Now you can see what we're doing, and I'll turn this around and show the viewers. We don't have the roses all even. We have them up and down just to give it a little
Stadium
depth
seating.
and a little more texture to it. Okay. Next, we're going to be using the green mums, and we're going to use them in this corner.
Okay.
I have 2 or 3 stems of them, 3 if we need it. We only glittered 2 though, but that's all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've
And
got
we're-
more glitter right here.
Oh no, that's quite all right. What we're going to do is take off maybe 1 or 2 of the longer bottom bracts, and we'll use them to fill in. But I'd like to keep these mostly in a cluster,
Okay.
like we did with the other flowers.
Okay.
Okay, cut it on an angle. Always cut things on an angle. I'll put this in here, and then you just put that one in underneath.
Now, this green, it's not really styrofoam, or is it? Is that soaked in water to help
That
keep
is
these?
floral foam. I actually don't know what it's made of,
I don't
but
know
what
that I
we
did
do
that right.
is,
Sorry. Oh, further down.
that's all right, there's a stem in the way.
Okay.
It comes in a block form, actually, pretty much like this.
Okay.
And what we do is we soak it in water.
Okay. And
And
any.
if you water it every day, your flower arrangement should last a good 7 to 10 days.
Oh, wonderful.
And then we're going to take these that we took off the bottom and just fill in the little holes.
Well, it's so easy to push. It's like a pin cushion almost,
Oh, sure.
right?
And
it's
that's
so,
what helps cutting this at an
sure.
angle. It's
Sure.
like a pinpoint then. Okay, so we have our 4 corners full. We have the kale, the roses, the artichokes, and the green button mums. Next, we're going to fill in some of the holes that we see with the pine. And this is just yew. It's not really an evergreen. Well, it is an evergreen. It's not pine, though.
Okay.
What we want to do is cut these into smaller pieces like this.
Okay.
You can just snap them off. And we'll start here.
Have you ever cut yourself?
Oh, I cut myself all the time.
Yeah,
I'm used to that. Alrighty, got that side filled in. Now we're gonna put some on this side.
Do you want me to keep cutting these off? Yeah, I just kind of.
Okay, why don't you cut now? Fill in.
I think that's a good system.
Alrighty, alrighty, Patty. When we come back, we're gonna put the final touches on this.
Okay.
Then we'll let everyone know. We'll spin it around, show them, and we'll have this really cool wintry flower arrangement.
I'm loving the way it's looking now.
We're gonna add the berries, the balls, the tree fern, and the sticks. The stick's gonna give it a little height then.
Sure.
So, when you come back, we'll have our final product. And again, welcome back to the Florist Workshop. As you can see, we're making a beautiful Christmas centerpiece, and we're just about done with it. And in this section, we're gonna wrap it up and show you the final product. So Patty, what we're gonna do next is put the tree fern in.
Okay.
I love this stuff. It has its own natural berries on it,
Yes.
which gives it some texture. And again, what we're gonna do is fill in the holes between the flowers and the vegetables.
Okay, I was thinking you were going to stick it up high, and I know it looks so gorgeous. I'm thinking it'd be beautiful for my table, but I know you never want anything too high at the
You
centerpiece.
don't want it too high because you don't want to block off conversation
Correct.
of your guests.
You've
So they're
done-
not going like this while
Well,
they're eating dinner.
exactly, and I think people love the look of a beautiful, huge arrangement on their table, but then it doesn't work once you're
No.
sitting down.
No,
so.
and if you want it on the table during dinner, then you want it so you can converse with it, so you should keep it a little lower.
You've done beautiful arrangements for us when we've done career day and the administrative
thank
professional
you.
lunch. Yes.
Thank you very much. Next, we're going to put in these 2 stems of artificial berries. If you want to take your stem and just take the individual stems and spread out the berries, it'll give it a little more texture. It'll take
Sure.
up a little more space.
Okay, and it makes it look a little more natural.
Yes, because berries really don't grow straight like that on a
No.
vine. Then what we're going to do, just to make this a little lower, just fold up the wire.
Okay. Do I need to twist it?
No, you can just fold it up like that. And what I want to do is, since they're red and we have the red roses in this corner, I want the berries opposite.
Sure, and this is where your elements of design come in.
And this is perfect because we have a great hole right here next to the mums. Alrighty, perfect. What we're gonna, after we put the berries in, you don't just want to like leave it, you want to
Play with it some
play
more.
with it so it fits the design of what you're doing. All right, next we're going to use these balls.
Okay.
Those 3 silver glittered balls, we're just going to put in throughout. I'm going to put one here by the kale
Good.
because I want to bring the bling all the way through the arrangement.
Sure.
All righty,
And that
if
was-
you want to put one right there.
And now that we're doing this, you notice the spots that, you know, it's almost like they're calling out, but otherwise I thought it looked so
Put one
pretty.
here or here just to bring a little
I'm thinking here. What do you
glitz
think?
and glam over there.
Okay.
And then we have these 2 matte finished balls, which what we're going to do is actually glue them into the arrangement.
Okay.
I have the glue gun going.
One of
Just
my
gonna-
favorite tools.
Yes, mine too. Put a couple squirts on it, and what I want to do is like slip it into the kale.
Oh, gorgeous.
All right, just to bring view into there.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And that's not in
And-
the center. I like
Nope.
that. You didn't put that right
One
in the
more
center.
element, and then we're done. We're going to take the branches, and this is going to be a little tall, even though we were talking about you want it, but it's not going to stop
Block.
people from talking to each other and block the view, okay? So just take the branches and just stick them throughout.
Oh.
Bare branches on trees is a typical thing in the Midwest in the summer.
I'm going to
I
let
think
you
this one we
finish
need a
that.
little shorter.
Okay.
So we're just going to cut it. Alrighty.
Gorgeous.
We got the branches.
There's the front.
Patty, here's our finished product.
I love it.
Here's the front. And the sides all the way around. There you go. Now if you wanted and not have this height, you could actually just stick the branches in so it comes out the side and makes it a more
Oh,
elongated
sure,
centerpiece
yes.
rather than just on top. But this is our Christmas design: artichokes, cabbage, mums, artificial berries, roses, and a variety of greenery.
Chris,
All right.
I'm excited. I know we're a little early for Christmas, but I can't wait to get that for my home.
Oh, that's quite all right. You can order one anytime you want.
I will.
All right, everybody, thank you for joining us with the Florist Workshop. Today's guest was Patti Farlee, and I'm Chris Borzym. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.